like, hey, but they're doing movies. I don't do movies. The ketchup never worked on my app. You know what I mean? So, like we weren't hosting any movies on our servers. There was a record feature on the application if they wanted to record onto their internal device that they can actually do it, but that feature never worked. So number one is like, we didn't provide movies. Number two, we only got one cease and desist, and that was from the UK. And they said, hey, you can't use our Sky Sports channels. And as soon as we got our second or third cease and desist, and I read it myself personally, I said, hey, you guys missed this. No more UK channels. They said we can't use them. And that was it. This was a matter for any copyright holders to come to me and say, hey, stop using it. The same way it was for Warren Lotus when he was copyright infringing upon Nike's trademark. That's how it's supposed to go. They didn't hit anything that the government had in place, right, to give me a chance. They never gave me those chances. I never received a cease and desist. I've never got anything of that sort. Like, they didn't even go through the process correctly with me. I contacted the IRS to say, hey, give us some time on the taxes. We're going to see what we owe, and we're going to do our taxes correctly. And they still come back and they say, hey, you're evading taxes. How? If I had my tax attorney reach out to you guys, that shows that I'm trying to pay my taxes. I'm not an idiot, And, it kind of bothers me, but like, when all this is said, guys, I'm being indicted July to August. I'm being indicted. And it's fucked up, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad one way that this is going to be put behind me once this is all done and said. But I just wish that they're fair with me and at least give me a chance to pay them what they think I owe them. 1 minute they say, hey, you obtained this money illegally, so you shouldn't have had it in the first place. And then part two says, okay, if I shouldn't have had it in the first place, then how do I owe you taxes on it? I don't understand. So right now we're finishing up the taxes in the next week to scramble for them. I don't even want to take any write-offs, man. I'll pay them 100% of what I took in, and I don't even care about certain write-offs. Here, I will fucking chew it up. But like, I'm just asking fucking for a chance. Them putting me in jail, what the hell is that gonna do? I'm not a fucking threat to society. I have a better chance of paying them while I'm out here. Put me on fucking parole for 5 years. I don't give a shit. I ain't got nothing to hide. Let me pay off my debts, the millions of dollars that I owe you, and I'll slap it off, and then we all go about our way. But man, I feel like I'm being like a target, man. Like, you don't understand how it feels day in and day out. Some days I'm happy, some days I'm sad, some days I can't get out of bed. This shit's been hovering over me like a black cloud for the past 2 years, man. It fucking crushes me to see that my son's autistic and now, they're trying to put me away. This is fucking insanity, man. And I know sometimes I lash out and I may seem arrogant and I may seem like a piece of shit, and I'm not. I just wanted a fair process, man. This is what you did wrong. This is what you did wrong. My lawyer told me that this was the right thing and I wasn't breaking the law. It was a gray area, but he fucking nailed it down to the ground and said, you are not breaking the law. This is not against the law. And here I am 7 months, 8 months later, and I'm fucking indicted. And I get all my shit taken away. When I seek legal advice on this shit, that's what bothers me. I got legal advice and they told me that you don't have to stop what you're doing. You're okay. It isn't against the law. And I still go to fucking, and I'm still being convicted of this shit. I'm not convicted, but, I'm being accused of it. And, now I'm getting indicted. Now they're putting money laundering charges. Every time I go buy something or a friend gives me something or they go question them. Hey, where do you take this? Hey, where do you take that? Where do you put this? Where do you put that? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these things, man, they're trying to think that I'm like being shady or I'm hiding money or assets. That's not the case at all. I'm just a fucking great person and I give things away to some people. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous that I'm being charged. I've been quiet about the entire situation. A lot of my friends get taken in to grand jury or question. They make me seem like I'm a bad guy. Oh, he ran a criminal enterprise. It wasn't a criminal enterprise. The shit wasn't against the law. Streaming isn't illegal. Streaming movies is illegal. But streaming live television was never illegal. It's not illegal, and I'm gonna beat that shit till it's blue in the face. For me to go to jail over something that's not illegal and dumb as a federal government trying to bend the law to fit this case, to bend the law into their favor, it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. And they know it's wrong. You know what I mean? I know a lot of those guys up there, probably some young guys, probably good dudes, but it's wrong. It's wrong. It's morally wrong.